Three that showed up.
Yeah, we had more people like that worked on the bot, but.
Oh, okay.
It's on us today.
So what does your robot look like?
It's a beater bot. So if you look at the Minotaur robot on the actual BattleBots series, it's kind of like a small down version of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And that's how you came up with your design?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So which task did each one of you take on, or?
Well, I was the driving, he was the flick on switch,
But now we swapped it.
and we
or-
swapped.
Because I'm better about the controls.
Yeah, I don't know how to drive that thing.
So I'm driving now.
And you?
I seem to be like the
Mechanic.
Yeah, the mechanic.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
What most surprised you about the robot building experience?
Everything that went into it. I mean,
when
the wiring, we had to get motor controllers to feed into a receiver.
And just learn how to make them work. It's
Yeah, it was the whole.
It's a whole.
the whole experience was surprising.
Wow.
What was the most? I don't know. I think the motors. Figuring out the motors was very frustrating. Like just like what motors to use, where to put the, where to lay out those.
Yeah,
Lay out
lay
those
out.
parts.
Because our bot is small, like compared to everyone else's.
Okay.
So.
Did it help being small?
No, because we had to compact everything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
I
So
mean,
we have
performance
space.
wise is probably better because it was fast, it was hard to hit. But just getting anything in the bot is a challenge.
yeah, we had some dodging advantage, but that did not save us. So.
Mm.
What made you decide to go to do this?
It was
Opportunity brought up and you just took it.
yeah. Our last year did it, and we were like, we were in the middle of a project, and we were like, you know what? Let's just do BattleBots.
That's awesome.
Great. So what would you do differently next year? Are you guys seniors, juniors?
He's a senior, we're
I'm a senior.
juniors.
Okay. What would you do different next year?
Probably make it bigger.
That I think there's like little things. Like we'd probably use a brushless motor for some things instead of brush motor.
Did the motor fail?
No, we haven't had a
No,
failure.
brushes would just make it faster.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What else?
Make keys that were 3D printed. for the
Yeah,
wheels.
yeah, that.
So 3D printing was a big part of how you put it together?
No,
It's
no,
small.
you had to have like a key for the wheel,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were getting down to the wire at the time,
so we
had
just
to-
3D printed them
Yeah.
because we couldn't find the actual part.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys get paired up with a manufacturer at all, or no?
I don't think we did.
No,
Oh,
no, we didn't. So we
Shame.
did everything in-house as much as we can.
okay.
And we were having trouble with our CNC machine.
In the
So.
plasma
Oh, you have a CNC machine?
Yeah, we do.
CNC and plasma cutter, but none of them were working.
Oh,
Like a big part of the time we spent was trying to get them to work, and then time just running out, so we just had to ditch that and just focus on the bots components.
Yeah, I spent a good deal of time today drilling stuff out to get it to.
To fit,
Yeah. So, which would have been way easier with the CNC machine, but, or even just a drill press. But.
I mean, we had drill presses, just didn't know of the issue at the time.
Yeah, that too.
Did they give you a space to work in, like you had a little workshop or not?
Yeah, it's like right next to the actual PLTW room.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the whole, used to be the
Wood shop, you know.
wood shop.
Oh, okay, that's good.
what advice would you give to a team if they were doing this, if they do this again next year?
Plan out
Planning.
your space of everything and make your bot according to the space,
Yeah.
Okay.
not
Yeah,
the
like,
design you really
you
want.
have the due date and just space out the steps to get to that end, and plan everything, and make time if you mess up,
Yes.
have time to scrap it and try something new.
Wow.
Yeah, I tell everybody who works for me, there's no extra time. You still have to finish it in a certain time.
There's a.
Luckily
there's
there
like
was this year.
There's an adage I learned for like when you're doing like projects in your house. It's like expect it to take double the time and double the money, and I think that's exactly what happened here.
I'm actually gonna use that at work, that's actually,
Tell your boss, right?
Yeah, 100%. So how is the work divided up among the team?
Just all worked on it, so.
Yeah, or we were working on those machines.
Mm-hmm.
We were working on those machines for a bit. So half the group was working on that, half was working on the bot. We're only an 8-man group.
Okay,
It's not really a lot.
that work, I think it's a lot.
It's a good team.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a good team.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of it was like, we kind of like like, okay, we want, like volunteer, we're like, okay, I think we can do this, we can do that.
Also, we had CAD designing at one
I
point,
think no,
And what
code was
kind of
done
CADs
with me.
did you use?
Yeah.
Fusion,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fusion
Yeah,
360.
he was the main 3D designer and the main like he took everything and we just helped him along the way.
So at my business, we use Fusion 360 on our products. I think it's pretty good. What do you think of it?
Well, I actually learned on Inventor first, so
Yeah.
it took me a little bit to get
Yeah.
adjusted to it.
Yeah.
I was just learning, I was
They all swapped over to Fusion.
figuring things out.
Joe, are you hiring?
We're always hiring.
We're hiring, that's for sure.
We have 8 positions open right now. What-
Fusion's nice for like, 3D printing.
Groups and assignments.
CAM stuff.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I like about Fusion, you'll learn it along the way, but if you edit the part, it'll also tell you, so in an organization, you may design a part here that you think you're using on this robot, but if that part's used in an organization somewhere else, it'll flag you and say, oh, that team over there is using a part. You might wanna check with them before you make the edit, because you may change it where they can't use it.
Oh, that's
That's
nice.
organizational.
They can just like take it or
Excuse me?
so like they can like see that we're working on it and then take it or
Well, if you're editing here, the Fusion will say, not only is it used in this assembly and in this structure, but it's being consumed over here by another group. So in a large organization where you, like say you wanted to modify your motor, and that was the standard
Yeah.
motor, well, it would flag you and say, someone else is using that motor over here, and you might wanna converse with them before you change it and make it there. So you can change it, make it a new part number, and just make it yours. But-
Yeah.
So it has a lot of organizational
Yeah.
powers that you're probably not, you don't need it, it's just what you're doing, so.
I think the version control has been useful. in Fusion.
So you guys think you're gonna come back next year?
Me and him most likely are.
Good.
We can.
Wait,
if I come up on college so I could come down.
I was gonna say, you're a senior, are you going to college or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to Drexel.
Drexel,
Yeah.
okay.
Mm.
We actually, what are you going to Drexel for?
I'm going for engineering. I just haven't decided what field yet.
The reason so we work with, we have a standing relationship with Drexel and we have co-ops that we do paid internships. Every 6 months, we have a different co-op that rotates through our company. So maybe I'll see you in the future.
Yeah, maybe.
So what's one thing?
So I went to Drexel
Did you really?
for mechanical engineering.
Oh my gosh.
Really great program.
They have an excellent program there.
Yeah.
We hire we do their, mechanical engineering co-ops and we also do project management co-ops from there. And this is our 5th year using them. So it's every 6 months we get two new co-ops from Drexel.
Yeah.
We love them. So what is one thing that you learned from the experience that you would take with you in the future?
Problem solving, planning, organization.
Time management.
Yeah. Because like how to like assemble the electronics can be useful for some things later on.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Cause I guess from the other schools I heard that it was, it kinda felt like it snuck up on you guys quick.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, and we had an extended period. If we
Yeah.
didn't have that, we probably wouldn't be coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Cause I thought you guys started did you guys start in November or did you start after?
We started in February, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Alright, well, yeah, then it came quick then.
Yeah.
So you do have a second round, right?
Yeah, we're in the losers bracket.
What's that?
We're in the losers bracket.
Sorry to hear that.
It's fine. It's a first time for all of us, so I think just being here is a experience.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We could still win the losers bracket.
You could.
So is your robot in bad shape right now?
No, we actually went the whole round. We went to judge's decision.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the first time I ever drove it though, so it was like they had control over it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, I think that's all.
Any questions for us?
You guys have any questions for us?
What do your companies do?
So I have a company called Cermak, we're a CNC machining facility.
I feel like I've
And,
heard of this before.
Well, we're on the t-shirt.
No, like other than that.
Yeah, and so we have a machining facility. I have 38 employees, and I have 5-axis and multi-axis lathe machines and grinders and lapping machines, and we make all sorts of parts. We make stuff for the oil industry, aerospace, and semiconductor stuff. We're out there making stuff. I get the bragging rights. I've got parts on Mars.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's not.
Maybe
If
that's
I would
what-
show you the part, you go, "Oh, that's not that much," but it's on Mars, so.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's on Mars.
Right.
Did
And
you,
so,
Joe, did you ship that UPS?
No. NASA flew up there.
Don't use FedEx.
Yeah, don't
And
use
so,
that.
That's what we-
DHL doesn't ship there?
No, they don't. And so, being a mechanical engineer from Drexel, I've had a pretty good career, and I really like design, I like engineering, and I like making things. And so one of my classmates, he went to be mechanical engineering, and then he went to Penn to be a doctor, and then he went to the Navy to be a pilot, and now he's the commander of the space shuttle. So he had a good career in
What a
engineering.
path he
So-
went.
What's that?
What a path he went.
Yeah.
That's
So, yeah, your future's bright, you'll enjoy this, and you learned a lot about planning and putting things together. Did you have a budget?
We did.
Supposed to.
I think we
We blew it out of the water.
Well, I mean, the last people that were here said they had a budget of $200 the school gave them.
I think we had around that.
Yeah.
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 We
I
kinda-
mean, would a budget help?
Oh, no, we had money to spend.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I think they give us what, $250?
They gave us $250, and then we dipped into our EDD fund. Yeah, we found that's engineering, design, and development.
Yeah.
We have a class that they allot money just for us to do projects. So
Yeah.
Okay.
that was our.
Well, team up with a fabricator and you can bring them in, they'll help you. There's plenty of people out there to help you.
Yeah, and we're gonna do a better job of making sure our schools are paired up with the manufacturer, because I think if you could go into their shop and work on, I mean, that's awesome, you guys have, a CNC machine and all that, but you go, so my company, I've been with the company for 17 years, we do centerless grinding, but we also have CNC machines and, wire EDM and RAM EDM and all of that. But, it's a great, manufacturing is where it's at, and it's a great company to work for sure. But, we need to be better about getting you guys paired up with the manufacturer for next year. Because I think, now where is your high school at?
Levittown.
Levittown?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're in Hatboro, Warminster area, so I don't think that's too far. Wait a minute.
I'm sure there's plenty of people in between.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So,
Good luck.
all right, good luck,
Thank
you
you.
guys, I
Thank
hope
you.
I get to see round 2, hopefully we can get this wrapped up so I can see.
Take care, good luck.
All right, good luck, you
Thankful
guys.
for Mars.